Okay, there are two countries in the world. They are near to each other. One country is called China, and one country is called India, where India has nothing to do with its neighbor. Thousands of times we have repeated this. India is a country after 1947. It is a one peculiar country which has completely disconnected itself from all around it. First of all, it divided itself into many parts. Okay, prior to 1947, there was nothing called visa and passport between Tibet and India. Kasi, Kasgar and India, there was no visa and passport. Lot of traders were doing trade between Kasi, Kasgar and Lhasa. Lhasa, Kargil in Jammu and Kashmir. Okay, lot of traders were doing trade between Lhasa, I'm sorry, not Lhasa, Leh in Jammu and Leh and Kargil in Jammu and Kashmir, and Kasi Kasgar in the Xinjiang, or Leh to the Hotan used to be a very connected region from the it was highly connected. Kasi Kasgar and Hotan, they were extremely connected to Jammu and Kashmir, extremely. Okay, now in that fashion, there was no visa and passport. Then this Bihar and this region, they were connected to Lhasa at that time, highly connected. Even people say that people in Leh, they were also connected to Lhasa at that time. India has embassy in Lhasa. India had a consulate in Kasi and Kashmir. Okay, and India was still Afghanistan and Burma. India was a big country. From 1947, India called it an independent country, but it completely dissociated itself from all the region, and rather than it tried to connect to the European Union and America. This is what it tried doing. Like it is same now also. I cannot go beyond it, but the way Indian Prime Minister is doing, everyone understands this. But China is a country which acquired Tibet after 1947, and because it was a free area now, when India lost its connectivity with Tibet and Kasi Kasgar deliberately, then China found it empty area. Then it occupied Tibet and it occupied Kasi Kasgar. China has a very good relationship with Afghanistan. China has very good relationship with Pakistan. China has very good relationship with Nepal. China has good relationship with Bhutan. China has good relationship with Bangladesh. China has good relationship with Sri Lanka. China has very good relationship with all Asian countries. Burma, Laos, till the Brunei. China has very good relations. Means China, all adjoining area, either it captures it or keeps a very good relationship. China has very good relationship with USSR also. I mean, with Russia also. Nowadays, China is keeping good relationship with Japan also. China is a country which believe in expanding, not the contraction. Anyway, now there is a nowadays news is coming. China as a country after 1947, China started expanding its railway network, and then it expanded its railway network from Xining. Xining is a place in the Qinghai province that is considered as part of extended Tibet, Qinghai province that China looted in the 1850 time frame when China captured the Qinghai province. And then there is a Xining town in the Qinghai province. Till Xining, they had the railway network, I believe, till 1950 time frame. From Xining, they laid down the railway track, extended the railway track till Golmud. Golmud is a big town in Qinghai province. Later, they extended the railway network into the newly controlled region Xinjiang and Tibet. They from the Xining, they came to Golmud. Later, they extended the railway network to Lhasa and then Sigatse. Sigatse is along the Nepal border. Then they extended their railway network from Gansu region that they had the present, I believe, Zhou or something like that. I'll read it through to the Torpan and Urumqi. Urumqi is capital of Xinjiang. Then from Torpan, they extended the railway network till Korla. Korla is a place in Xinjiang. From Korla, they extended the railway network till Kasi Kasgar. From Kasi Kasgar, they extended the railway network till Hotan. And from Korla, they extended the railway network to Golmud. So I'll draw it how it is. This consider this is the Gansu province. There is a I believe I can read it through. Now, what is the news now? The news is surfacing that China is planning to connect the Hotan region with the Lhasa. Okay, I will believe I'll draw the map, railway map. This is China, and this is Xinjiang and Tibet. This is Tibet, and this is Kasi-Kasgar region, Xinjiang region. This is the other region than China. Below it, India. It is considered this they fall in Indian subcontinent en route to Mongolia. This is full Indian subcontinent. They are also called Himalayan region because altitude is very high. Their culture is completely different. This is a plateau, and culture is extremely different than a hilly region of China. Their Han tribe live, where here their Indian tribe live. Now this is Indian subcontinent, this is Tibet, and this is Xinjiang. This is China. After 1947, China had railway till 1947. After 1947, this part had nothing, no railway network. Okay, India was fighting for the freedom with the British. When it received the freedom, it disconnected from the Tibet and Xinjiang completely. Now China occupied Tibet and Xinjiang. First, it started the railway network from here, that is Gansu region. From Gansu region and little bit that is called Zining. So that is Zining area they had occupied in 1850 itself. So from this region, they laid foundation for the railway network from here till Urumqi. Urumqi is in Xinjiang till Urumqi, and then from here till Lhasa. Lhasa is here. This is Tibet. This is Xinjiang, Urumqi, and Lhasa. This is India here only. From the Zenit, more or less, one rail goes to the Urumqi, and from Zenit, one rail comes to the Lhasa. Then they saw that nothing happened. Then till Urumqi, before the Urumqi, one railway station come called Turpan. All a Sanskrit name only. Turpan. From Turpan, they laid down a railway to the Korla. This is Korla. Korla, Turpan, Urumqi, and here it is Zining. Zining. Okay. From Korla, Zining, Golmud, Lhasa. Zining is the old railway station. From Zining, Torpan, Urumqi. From Zining, Golmud, and Lhasa. Golmud is also in the Qinghai province. Later, Golmud they connected with the Korla. Zining, Torpan, Urumqi. From Torpan, there is a rail they laid down from Torpan, Korla, and Kasi, Kasgar. From Korla and Golmud they connected later. From Kasi Kasgar they laid down another railway to the Hotan. Kasi Kasgar and Hotan they are highly connected to Jammu and Kashmir historically, highly connected. Now they laid down the train to the Hotan also. Hotan, Kasi Kasgar, Korla, Korla and Torpan, Urumqi, and finally one line come to Zini, Moral. From Zini, Golmud, Korla rail they laid down later. From Golmud, then Lhasa, Lhasa to Sigal. So now the news is surfacing that from the Hotan is just along the Aksai Chin region of Jammu Kashmir. That is nowadays it is called. I'm sorry, the Haji Langar area of the Jammu and Kashmir. That nowadays it is called Aksai Chin. So Aksai Chin, just above the Aksai Chin, Hotan is there, where Karakus and Yarankus, Karakus and Yarakus, these two rivers they meet at the Hotan, and they make one river called Hotan River. From Hotan connecting Lhasa, now news is surfacing that 2000-kilometer railway line is proposed, and work will start in 2025. News is surfacing because that railway line will pass through the Jammu and Kashmir. That is the Aksai Chin region. Aksai Chin region, the railway will pass through the Aksai Chin region from Hotan, full Aksai Chin region. Then it will go to the Lhasa through Sigalse. From Lhasa, if someone is coming from China, then Zining, Golmud, Lhasa, from Lhasa, Sigalse. Sigalse is along the Kathmandu. And from the Lhasa, there is another railway line they have already laid down afterwards. That line is en route to Sichuan. If this is Tibet, then this is Sichuan. And this is Yunnan. Yunnan is a province, Sichuan is a province, and this is Tibet. So Tibet from Lhasa, there are three railway lines. One railway line goes to Golmuz, northeast. One railway line goes to Sigalse, and one railway line also comes to some location. I will read it through. This railway line they have planned to extend it to the Sichuan, and then this point they have planned to extend it to the Kunming also, that is the Yunnan, and from the Lhasa Sigazze to Hotan they have approved $13 billion, $13 billion. Okay, and then Sigazze to Nepal and Sigazze to Bhutan. Not only that, Kashi Kasgar to Islamabad. That is also a proposed line, or to the Karachi. This is China. You take it in a bad word or a good word, but China is a country which think about connectivity with its neighbor. Okay, if they find that land does not belong to anyone, immediately they capture it. That is their tendency. Capturing land by land if no one is claiming it. Otherwise, their job is to extend. We can think it is good or bad way, I don't know. Okay, so we are talking about Hotan Lhasa connectivity that is proposed, that will the work will start in 2025 itself, this year itself. And that work is for okay, if I talk about this, then there is a place called Lanzhou. Lanzhou is a place that is in Gansu province. That is the old railway station. Lanzhou. From Lanzhou, there is a line come to Xining. That is also old railway station. Xining. Xining is in Qinghai province. Tibet province, Qinghai province, Gansu province, and Mongolia. Tibet, Qinghai, Gansu, Mongolia. Mongolia, Gansu, Qinghai, Tibet, and this side full is Xinjiang province. I believe Xinjiang is the largest province, autonomous province in the China. Anyway, so from the Xining, they laid a railway line till the Golmud. So Xining to Golmud, that railway line started in 1958 and ended in 1984. From Golmud to Lhasa, it started in, I believe, 2001 and ended in 2006. By 2006, Lhasa railway station was ready. They extended Lhasa to Sigazze, that is along Kathmandu, and Lhasa to Naingch, I believe it is in Tibet itself. Lhasa to eastward, Naingch, and Lhasa to westward, that is Sigatse. All railway line is ready. Train is going on. Okay, from the Longzhou, one railway line come to Zini. Longzhou is in Gansu. Gansu to the Golmud, Gansu to Qinghai, that is Zini. That railway line was already there. From Zining they extended to Lhasa, and from the Longzhou in 2014 they made a railway line till Urumqi, and Urumqi via Torpan. From Torpan, they made a railway line. This is Xinjiang. From Torpan is the north. From Torpan to Korla, that railway line came in from Torpan to Korla. The railway line came in 1984. Hope. It is like that. Hope. Okay, looks like Torpan to Korla, that railway line they had made in 1984. They connected Ganasu to Torpan in 2014. Anyway, from Korla to Kashgar, they made in 1999, and Kashgar to Hotan they made 2010. Hotan is along the Jammu and Kashmir. Kashgar and Hotan they are along the Jammu and Kashmir. Okay, so this is the present railway line. Now concept is Lhasa will connect to the Qinghai province, that is connected through Gormuz. Lhasa will connect to Gansu, that is already connected. Lhasa will connect to the Xinjiang province through Sigazze and Hotan. So Hotan Sigazze 2000-kilometer railway line worth $13 billion, $13.2 billion, that will be taken care by the Xinjiang Tibet Railway Company, XTRC, that is owned by the state means government of China. Okay, so government of China will make it $13.2 billion. Anyway, so now Tibet will have four links. One link will go to Sichuan. In between, it will go to Yunnan. One link will go to the Golmu, that is already there. One link will go to the Hotan, that is proposed, that work will start now. And one link through Sigazde, it will come to the Nepal. Okay, so in Nepal, it will come to Nilam. Nilam is a place in Nepal where railway line is proposed. Proposal is still Dromo in Bhutan also from the Sigaz. But right now this railway line is approved from the Hotan via the Aksai Chin to the Sigaz. And Sigaz to Lhasa is anyway connected. Okay, this will be along the G219 highway of the China that is passing through the Aksai Chin. And this is at altitude of 4.5 kilometers, not 4.5 meters, 4.5 kilometers. Okay, if I talk about Delhi, Delhi is I believe 200-meter height or something like that. 4.5 kilometer height. Hotan and Sigazze railway will be laid down at $13.2 billion. 320 billion yuan. Someone has to divide it by 8, means 40 billion dollar amount. They have planned to extend the Sichuan Tibet railway from Tibet to Niangch. Railway line is already there toward the Sichuan. Sichuan is east of the Tibet, that is a province, and Yunnan is south of the Sichuan. Okay, so they have planned to extend their railway line like this. Okay, now it comes to the matter of India, that Aksai Chin is part of India. Theoretically, it is part of India. That is Hadi Langar area of the Jammu and Kashmir. China has already built the route 219, I believe that is the highway name already. Now that because of that 1962 war had happened between India and China. Now when China is planning means money is approved. So now new railway link will come connecting Hotan and Lhasa through Sigazi. Will India do something? That is the question now arising. That is one thing. And second thing is China is developing. The China acceleration of the development is very steep. I mean, day by day, China is improving only in every sector, from civil engineering to computer science to everything. China is like progressing like anything. Now, what India has to do, India has to think. India will put a question mark on this railway line, or India will also extend its railway network to the other area. Means it will dominate over China. So that is up to India what it want to sit back and cry or shout, or it will do better than China. This is what in hand of India.